right, Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the tap! 19! 57! We own it! We own it! 19! On him, go!
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's the tap! 19! I got you. 31!
Back to throw, Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Set! 19! 57! Mike! You remember me? You remember me?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gordon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go. Waiting.
Too low. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him.
What's your son?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Sunday.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Silver.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Watson, forced out to his left. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. We're scoreless after 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Ram. Check hot route. Hot. Topper. Hey, 74.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 down. Mike 41. So don't say nothing.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Like I said, 19.
After the interception, here's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Waiting.
At the 43-yard line.
What's this? Sunday.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
657. Here, shit.
41's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 40.
Hey, Alpha. Come on, boy.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 9, Watson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson, out to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
82.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 16. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Check, check. Lucky. Tyson.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Check 41. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We got double up, double up. Here. 41, Mike. 41.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Fights through and now a crease. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, 60 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50%. 19. Come on, D.
On 1st down, Watson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 40 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Eckler, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Got some room at the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the 1st down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. 2-jet. 41 Mike.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 50 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
19, 57, come on. Go, go, go.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. It's Eckler again. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys are able to regain the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check 43. Black, come on.
Gordon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Sunday. 40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic. Hey, exit.
Now Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
What's that? 19.
On the ground, it's Eckler. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. 24.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Watson. He'll buy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Straight 15. Straight 15. And kill. Switch.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Hey, forward, Tokyo.
41 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, D.
Hey, wahoo.
Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Empty.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
They can't hang with us.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Here, shoot.
Mike, 41.
Kill. Sunday.
Hey, 41 Mike.
Back to throw. Wentz.
Go get some. Come on, go get
Flush to his right.
He don't want it.
He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wentz now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Man, 5-7.
Mike 20. Double dog. That's the way.
Go.
Mike 20.
Here, shoot.
Okay, just like that.
Hey, kill. Hey, forward, Tokyo.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
This 5-7.
Watch the run.
Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Echo. Check 41. You ain't got nothing. You ain't flag. Watch the safety creep. 37.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.